What up, my friends? How you doing? We have gathered for another good time chill stream. Today, I want to talk about a movie that I just watched called Run Lola Run, and as well, I want to try some snacks. You know, movies and snacks, they go together. I don't know about you guys, but when I watch movies, I tend to eat some junk to go along with it. So, I'm going to wrap it all together, especially since yesterday I had that awful chocolate. I deserve something nicer today. So let's share the live stream link. Obviously, we got to start out with that, and then we will go from there. We will proceed from that point. All right, there we go. That's good. Perfect. And switch this up. And there we go. All right. What up, Gossett, Ang, Jess, Corner, Farky, Bowser, Rays, Millmaster, Rain, Kentucky, Shelton, Pyre, David, Yamagoro, 90, Brandon, Thompson, Zircon. How you guys doing? How is life treating you? What up, Potts? I see you there, buddy. It is Saturday evening, and instead of complaining about a movie, I'm here to talk about a movie I actually enjoyed, which was Run Lola Run. And I got a stack of some random different snacks from the grocery store that I'm gonna be trying out too. So it's gonna be a nice, chill, relaxing, not full of bitter disgruntlement. Well, maybe we'll get some of that. You never know. For flavor. But overall, it's going to be a chill time. Jess, you can't keep up with Gossett now. He's quick draw McGraw. He ain't wasting his time on full sentences. So good luck beating him to the punch. He shall be first evermore. Right? So I don't know how many of you guys actually know the Run Lola Run movie, but I know somebody here is the one who suggested it to me, and I think that it was suggested when we were talking about like time travel movies, because it's got that time travel esqueness to it. It's a different movie, but I really don't have that much in the way of complaints. There was a little bit where I was kind of like, but overall, I found it to be enjoyable. And it was short for a movie. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes, which I'm not against that, by the way. I'm totally fine with a movie being an hour and 20 minutes long, rather than being 2.5 with a bunch of bloat. Build, how many words do I type per minute? I think around like 90-ish. Last time I did any kind of typing testing that checked your speed, it was around 90, but I may have slowed down. Who knows? But I started typing back in the day. It's crazy to think about this. This is like Dinosaur Man reveals. So I had a word processor at home when I was a kid, right? Which is literally just a computer that is text documents. It's hilarious to think of a computer that's just dedicated to text documents. But I learned to type. I took like typing classes in school, in high school, on actual typewriters, where you had to like backspace and like hit the correct key when you made errors and that kind of stuff. And I won. Well, no, that's not true. I came second place. In a typing competition in school, and I won $15 from my high school for being able to type fast. I took typewriter class, then they had a word processing class, and then finally they started to have actual like computers. It's crazy. That was a billion years ago. Ape Scorpageist, you remember that? Hey, RNG, member for 69 months with just the message. Nice. Nicely done. Also, thanks for being a member for so long. 69 months, bro. That's almost 6 years. It's crazy that you've been a member that long. It's crazy that I've been around doing this for that long. It doesn't feel like it's been 7 years of YouTubery, but it has. It absolutely has. Yeah, Magoro, you wondered about Run Lola Run? Well, if you don't like subtitled foreign movies, you're not going to want to watch it. But other than that, spoiler alert, it's totally an enjoyable watch. 100%. That's the spoiler. That it's a good time. Also, spoilers that I'm going to talk about a number of elements of the movie. So, yeah. If you want to watch it without knowing anything at all, you'll probably just want to sit here like this for the whole stream. Pyre, you kept jamming your mom's typewriter because you tried to go fast. Funnily enough, the reason that keyboards are all weird and like QWERTY-ish is because originally the typists were too fast for the keyboard, right? For the typewriter. And so all the little heads that would go up and strike the letters onto the paper, they basically would end up getting jammed up. So you could genuinely be too fast and the typewriter just wouldn't accept it. So they had to find a way to slow people down, and that was by taking it out of alphabetical order. And it's really interesting that that's become a vestigial tale that affects the internet, right? Where it's something that no longer makes sense, but because all the keyboards, typewriters were like that, we still have these QWERTY keyboards. And if you were to give me an alphabetized keyboard, it would totally mess me up and turn me into like a hunt and pecker, and I'd have to hunt and pecker. It's called the hunt and peck, right? But when you say hunt and pecker, that sounds like you're searching for dick. I'm hunting for some dongus. So yeah, if they rearranged it alphabetically, then I would sit there and go, what? And what I would type is gibberish. RNG, you enjoyed Run Lola Run? Well, that makes sense to me. What up, Galindo? How you doing, bro? How is life treating you today, my friend? Scorba guys, yep, Microsoft Word having a floppy disk as the save icon. Like the phone button looking like a telephone receiver handle, which actually ties into the Run Lola Run movie because you've got the sequence with the rotating phone handle, right? So yeah, Run Lola Run is a time loop based movie. Kind of, it got recommended to me when we were talking about Groundhog Day style movies, and it's old, so it hadn't really figured out how to present it in some ways. Like the only real complaint I have about the movie is the time loop stuff should have been condensed downwards, right? Like basically each time she starts a new time loop iteration, instead of having it like chop, chop, chop to the moments that we know, just bit like here's a bit of the moment, you fill in the rest, which is all you need when we know we're doing a repeat. They play a lot of the same footage, and considering the movie's only an hour and 20 minutes, it does feel like they could have done more with that. But really, that's the only like genuine complaint that I have about the way that the movie was structured. So the idea is that you have a chick who ends up manipulating time in order to save the man that she loves. Now, how she does this, it's not really clear how she taps in to the power to do this. She's a chick who can scream at some kind of hypersonic level and smash glass, which felt really random, honestly. The screaming and shattering glass felt really random. But anyways, she's got a boyfriend that she cares about who is a bagman for like some gangster style guy, some criminal dude. He's a bagman who's transporting like $100,000, and he's on the subway with the money, and then he gets spooked when these cops come onto the train. And so he gets off the train and he forgets that he leaves the bag of money on the train. So the subway car just pulls off with the money in it, and a homeless guy ends up with his money. He realizes his mistake and tries to run back to the subway instead of actually just jumping on one of the cars and moving through the subway. He tries to run down along it, and the two cops grab him for what feels like no reason. So you just go, I don't quite get why they grabbed him here, but whatever. Maybe there's a rule about running around in the subway and he's breaking the rule. I don't know. So, anyhow, he loses that money. A homeless guy ends up with it. And he's freaking out because he's got to give this 100K to this very unforgiving criminal boss. So he calls up his woman freaking out about how he's lost the money. And then he starts talking about how he's going to rob a grocery store because he's sure that the grocery store does $100,000 worth of business in half a day, which feels like questionable logic, but she's basically got 20 minutes to get to him. And then if she doesn't, he's going to do some robbing. Benjamin, what movie? Run, Lola, Run. That's the one. Galindo, keep your dirty hands out of your eyes and you won't get pink eye, buddy. That's an easy way to stop that from happening. You know what? I'm gonna have one of the snacks that I'm gonna try one of the snacks that I got now. So these are just called breadsticks and cheese, and they used to make a brand there's a brand name version of these called Handy Snacks. I don't know if they make them anymore. They had little crackers and came with a little red plastic stick. And they have ones like this that have crackers, but I decided I was going to try the breadstick version with the incredibly fake cheese that, most cheese needs to be in the fridge. This is just, this can sit out during the apocalypse, right? So, Benjamin, a red stick sounds sus. It's just a red little spreading stick. It's supposed to be your cheese knife, but it's literally just a little red rectangle. And if you get the cracker version of these, they don't even come with it. So, I wanted to see what the breadstick version is like. First of all, let's see what the breadstick is like on its own. Wow. It's like flavorless. This has, I had celery today, and you guys know how subtle celery's taste is, and I can barely taste anything. This has even less of a taste than celery. All right. The cheese isn't as, I don't know, I thought it was going to put up more of a resistance and be a little more chunky than this. It's got no smell. No smell whatsoever. And the cheese does not taste like cheese. It's weird. Obviously, the breadstick adds no flavor to the cheese, and the cheese itself is just kind of whatever. So, I wouldn't put this on the recommend list, but better than the chocolate I had yesterday with that jelly in it, right? So there is that. Still, those are the equivalent of Fallout snacks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I had them in a bunker, then maybe. RNG, I've never had hardtack. I've only read of it in books, so I have no concept. Galindo, it's been a hot minute since you had one. Well, you're obviously not missing nothing. Have I seen Source Code? I have seen Source Code. I have. That one's got more logic behind it. Run, Lola, Run doesn't really have that much logic behind why the time loop occurs. In fact, I would say it pretty much has none. So, like I said, you got 20 minutes to get to your criminal boyfriend before he's going to do something super rash. So she ends up running to get to him, running a whole shitload. She runs down all the stairs of the building she lives in. She runs down street after street. And as she's going by different individuals, her passing by changes their life, and you can see the different way their life goes. And each time that she goes through one of these time iterations, you will see different people's lives impacted in different ways, right? So she ends up going to her father at the bank to try and get money from him, but he's just not willing to help her, basically. I'm not going to give every detail about the movie in case you want to watch it yourself, but he's unwilling to help her. And then So she obviously has to go some different route with it. So she runs, but she doesn't make it in time. So this guy goes into the grocery store and sets up to rob it, right? And she shows up after that and joins in on the robbery. They take off with some money from the grocery store. They didn't injure anybody, but they did fire off like a couple rounds into the air and stuff. Give us the money kind of deal. So they run off, and then the cops surround them. One of them is like a rookie who gets spooked by something and accidentally shoots Lola. And she's like lying on the ground dying, and then just decides that she wants time to... She's like, stop! And then all of a sudden, it just like resets her day. And she's able to run through this loop again, right? But like each time she does things different with the knowledge that she has from before. And it plays out differently each time. And you only honestly get, I believe it's like 3 loops in total. And the second loop, she manages to get the money by robbing her dad's bank. She holds up the whole bank. They actually have a fun scene where she runs out of the front of the bank and the whole thing's completely surrounded by police. So she runs out with a bag full of money and all the police are like this, pointing at the door and stuff. So she just stops, and then one of the cops is just like this, right? And then another cop runs and grabs her and drags her out of the way. What are you doing? Are you trying to get hurt? Because they don't realize she's the bank robber. So they're still yelling at the bank robber to come out, and she's like taking off to get to her man. And then she gets to where her man is, and she gets there right before he's going in the grocery store. Like, he's got the door open, and she yells at his name. And he turns around and comes back to her. While he's coming back to her, he gets hit by a car. So then she just runs up and somehow activates her time powers again. This time without her dying. And then we go back to the beginning. And then she ends up going through the same cycle another time. And what happens with that one is, because of a change of events, the criminal boyfriend is actually able to run into the homeless guy who took the money. And he gets the money back from the homeless guy and gets it to the criminal lord like he's supposed to. It is somewhat confusing because the homeless man spends some of the money, and the criminal boss is made out to seem like he wouldn't tolerate a single dollar being missing, but it's all good. And in the meantime, Lola doesn't know any of this as she's running to get to him. So she ends up going to a casino and just puts all... She basically has like $99, but she gets the chick at the front counter to give a $100 casino chip. She goes in, plays roulette, puts it on 20, spins a 20, and then ends up putting it all on 20 again, and then using her supersonic scream to make the roulette wheel go to 20. And the casino somehow doesn't have a problem with this, even though they were going to ask her to leave before she placed her second bet. And yeah, it's just like, wait, what? Why did they pay you out? But anyways, she gets $100,000. She's running to give it to him, but he got the money back to the criminal boss. So the movie just ends with him going, what's in the bag? And her being like, ha ha! Because now they're rich. And it's just like, I have no idea why this time loop happened. But it was a fun ride. I didn't know what the movie was going to do or where it was going with things. And there's different reveals that happen through each of the time loop iterations, all of it. Ape, yeah, she couldn't go back. She couldn't go back any further than the point where she got the phone call from him after he had lost the money. Because RNG, I agree with you. If you can go back further in time, then you could just avoid the whole thing by going, hey, don't do that, stupid. But no, the movie returns to the point where she has just been given the news and has to go and save him. So ultimately, it was an enjoyable film. I liked the way that it turned out. All right, I'm gonna try another cheesy thing. I got extra cheesy Cheez-Its, and for some reason my brain thinks they're just gonna be extra salty. You know, it's just Just the vibe that I get. I do like the look of it though, right? They look like, I don't know if you can see the individual grains of salt on that, but looks pretty tasty. Anyways, let's see what these are like. Hopefully better than the breadsticks. Benjamin, it sounds nothing like Edge of Tomorrow. Of course, it's nothing like Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is wildly different. Now with more sodium. You said it, RNG. Okay. So, they're so much smaller. They're so much smaller than on the box. Not that that really matters. And they certainly don't look like they're covered in nearly as much salt as this does. I'm gonna try a couple. It's pretty good, actually. It is pretty salty, but it does feel like they put a whole bunch of flavor on it. So, I don't know what kind of cheese it's supposed to taste like. Maybe I'm not worldly enough to know the different cheese varieties. Well, these weren't a waste to get. I got them. They were on sale. They were having a sale at the grocery store I went to, but then I was able to price match it for a little bit cheaper too. Still, Taco Bell did a giant Cheeto Crunch wrap, and it was so much sodium. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Juggling, it's supposed to be cheddar. Close to cheddar, but not quite. It's cheddar. RNG, I have no idea of anything that's ever come to the Taco Bell menus because I only ever ate at Taco Bell once, like 30 years ago, and I would never willingly eat at a Taco Bell again. You know, I will let people sponsor me trying different foods and stuff like that. We've done it with a number of things. That's how I discovered like pepper bacon and all that. But I'm not down for Taco Bell. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ape, yeah, the Cheez-Its joke. Actually, Cheez-Its don't make your fingers orange though. That works with Cheezies, right? These don't leave like a powder on your finger the same way that Cheezies do. Maybe if you eat a bunch. Dominic, oh, you finally able to watch a stream again? You bet I missed you. Yeah, I missed you like I'd miss a fucking anal fisher, bro. I actually haven't had one of those yet, but they sound horrific from the friends who've had them and told me what they were. It's like, Jess, what are you asking me if I'm down with McDonald's? McDonald's is not very good, but every once in a blue moon, I can totally get down with like a McNugget combo. You know? Every once in a while. Every once in a long while. Juggler, why are you encouraging Dominic? Why are you encouraging him? Thumbs down. I thought that your customers finally revolted and locked you in your jail cell. Oh God! Oh, what is this? Is this Scuzzbags Are Us night? First I got Dominic, and then I got King Slimebag, Adam Daly. Adam Daly, fuck you, dude. All right, members, this is not a drill. Deploy the anti-Daly face. Oh. Adam Daly's on the board. Deploy the anti-Daly face. Zircon's got it. Take that, Adam Daly, you gross pig fucker. It had been so long since you've been here, I assumed that the devil had finally claimed you as his unsatisfactory concubine. You know, the concubine that he bangs when he wants to be completely fucking disappointed with the lame encounter. That's you. That's you, Adam Daly. You're who the devil bangs when he wants to feel low self-esteem. That's right. Give him the anti-daily face. Get him, Dominic. Get him, Nathan. Get him, RNG. Dominic, I take it back. I'm fucking glad you're here because you're not a scuzz bucket like Adam Daly. Adam Daly is a bucket of wank from the worst parts of society. I'll tell you that right now. Nathan! Super Chat says, got here just in time. That's right. You banished Daly off the board. Get him out of here. Good job, Nathan. Good job. You have saved us all from having to look at this wretch's name. Looking at his name for too long will give you ball bag cancer. Scorba Guy says, the legend spoke of this day. Get your pitchforks! Get your torches! It's time to take them out! Oh, no! Adam Daly, fuck you! Adam Daly has removed the glorious and nice Nathan off of the board. And now the board is once again covered in fucking sludgy grossness. Sludgy... I wish I still had the daily soundboard. He's too cheap to pay for a date. I remember some of that. Dominic says we're actually turning the jail area into our whatnot stream area called the Poca Cells. Yeah, I bet. So I didn't know they'd let you bang each other on whatnot, bro, but I guess they let you put your whatnot in somebody else's whatnot on whatnot. Oh, Nathan says, no, that's right. That's right. You show him, Nathan. You show Daly. You show him. You show him, buddy. Get him out of here. Doing the Lord's work. Kicking the devil's ballsack liquor right in the face. Well done! Well done! Oh, what else do we got here? I got some other things to try here. All right? Let's go with something that's got a high likelihood of being good. Ultimate maple cookies. Ultimate maple cream cookies. Now, are these made with real maple syrup? I don't know. I'm gonna eat one and I'm gonna guess. Daly, you can't believe I'm still alive, bro? I'm gonna live for 150 years just to spite you. And I'm gonna take a dump on your grave like once a year. Once a year I'm gonna travel to the fucking peat bog that the villagers threw your worthless, tattered body into, and I'm gonna take a dump straight on your fucking grave. All right, let's go. Smells good. Actually, it makes me think of going to church and having the church cookies. Yo, this is good. I think there might be real maple syrup in this. Yup. There is. It's like the second or third ingredient. This is delicious, man. Yeah, I don't miss the days when I lived in a shack with no heat. The bacon streams still do happen, buddy. If you haven't seen, the streams are getting cataloged over on the Stream Archive, which is where this will go. So other people, you know what, man? Your reign of grossness is over because now the whole world's going to know. Before, the streams would always get deleted, right? But now they get saved over on the archive. So people will know the truth, that you exist still, that you've sludged your way out of the fucking sewers. What up, Gordo? You damn right. I do have that good hair. Nathan, the pickle's gone. The pickle has been consumed. That's over on the archive as well. Didn't you see it already? Didn't you see that? During if you think I caught another one and kept another one, no, bro. Nah. These go in the win category. Definitely. Cheez-Its are alright. The other thing with the cheese and breadsticks thing is, This is solid. This is Sparta. Get 300 men, take off your shirt, and put this in your mouth. Dominic, when did I go to church? When I was a kid. When I was a little kid, I went to church, and it was so that I could play on the play equipment and eat the cookies after the sermon. So that's probably why it reminds me of that, honestly. Nathan, who did the pickling? Heavy metal. Combat wanted to do it. He was talking about how he was going to do it. And then he was AWOL the next stream because life has just been... His life has gotten insane. Absolutely insane. So... Yeah, hold on. Let me let me find the link. Since you obviously wanted to see this in the first place, let me find the where is it? What's up?
I knew this was here. Remember?
Yeah.
Did you put it out?
Nope.
It's here. Finally.
Because then other people will be like, "Where's mine?"
Oh. Well, only Adam Daly is this. And this is what I think about him saying that you eat too much. Not we're feeding you too much.
Yeah. Fuck that fat face. All right. Where is the... here it is. You got a good memory. All right. Here you go. Here's the link. Here's the link for the pickle stream. So you can check that out. It went very poorly. It's called Movies versus Television plus the Pickle Nightmare. Put it right in the title. Apparently now I'm watching the playback and I can see Carly up in the corner. So yeah, you can check that out at your leisure, Nathan. That happened. Like I said, it was Ashmead who wanted to make it happen, but his life is like a fucking soap opera, man. The stuff going on with him is just too crazy. Habanero, I know, right? Who let Daly in here? I had blissfully forgot that he even exists, dude, right? And now we're here. Yeah, Habanero with the anti-Daly face. What up, Marcus? How's it going? Man, that maple cookie was good. Those board magnets are from like 1,000,000 years ago. They were a fun idea, but it ends up with a whole bunch of people feeling left out, so. Daly, you want Chandler gameplay? Who cares what you fucking want, buddy? Yeah, I was thinking recently about doing Chandler, but now that you've said you want it, I probably shouldn't. I probably should never play Chandler. Well, I can't deny myself that joy. Chandelar is pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet. And I was thinking about it a couple days ago. Actually, was it yesterday? Yeah, whatever. Sometime soon. It's coming. Thompson, you can't fool me. I know that you're the Marcus account as well. I've seen this before. I know what's up. You're pretending to be two people. You got two computers set up. You're like, that's my friend Marcus. Here's my other friend, Garkus. I'm Garkus. I love kissing Thompson Wells on the mouth. And I came here to tell all of y'all how much I like doing it. Daily, do I do this full-time still, or do I have a real job? I do this full-time. My real job is hating your fucking guts and guarding the world against you, bro. So, yeah. And your real job is sucking my ball bag, you fucking clown. Habanero, every once in a while you go back and watch the old Chandelar streams. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Kensuke, yeah, the Chandelar with the new cards, exactly. The updated version that has a whole crazy wide range where I just can't help myself. And the guy who runs the games, the LGS, he was just like, yo, he's like, you got this attitude when you play Chandelar of, I want to take all the girls home with me. Because, yeah, I run in like 15 different directions with it. Chandelar is awesome. I really do need to bring it back, because it has been a while. It has been a while, not has been a wild. RNG, can you apply for the Hating Daily job? You're obligated. You're a fucking channel member. You have the anti-daily face. You already have a responsibility to deploy that. If you think you're getting a cut of the super chats, fuck that shit. Adam Daly! Oh, he didn't even say anything. He's just like, I want the fucking board. All right, Adam Daly's back on the board. He's back on the board. Fucking travesty. Probably gonna have to burn this board afterwards. Gonna have to take this down to the church and have them purify it. And when I tell them why, they'll do it for free. They'll do it for free. I got a couple more things to try over here. I got Joss Lewis, otherwise known as Joe Louis. It's weird, but that's just how it works. That's how it's pronounced. My dad ate these all the time when I was a kid. So there'd be boxes of these around sometimes. And I remember thinking they're pretty sweet. But I don't know. Has the recipe changed? Are they any good now? I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out because I bought a bunch of junk. And she says the board smells like sour milk. That's funny. Corner, you just ordered tuberculosis and went and picked it up. Ew. Ew. Well, I'm going to have a Joe Louis. They look like they did when I was a kid. What are they? What does it describe them as? This is just a big description of a tradition of deliciousness. An irresistible combination of sponge cake and creamy filling coated in a delicious chocolatey layer. Words like chocolatey means it's not chocolate. Why is this so difficult? Oh, it's difficult because I was supposed to wait. Dominic Super Chat says, I shall save you. Unlikely allies in desperate times. I'm glad we can put aside our differences, Dominic, and get together in our hatred for Adam Daly and his fucking, you know how some people are uncircumcised? He's like double uncircumcised. His dick has an extra weird little ridge. It's obviously very tiny. The whole thing is very tiny. But yeah, it's hard to describe because he's the only fucking human Mongo that has that problem. Dominic! You are Lord of the Board. Well done, buddy. Well done banishing that gross ape off of the board. Now back to getting into this. I've never heard of moon pies, guys, so it might be the same thing. Kendar, you didn't even know this existed until now? Well, this is where you expand your horizons. This is where madness reigns, and you find out about perhaps deliciosity or disappointosity. Oh, it smells the way they did. Okay. All right. I think it tastes the same. It definitely doesn't feel like it's different, man. Yeah, that's not too bad. I wish they sold these like they used to in packages of a half, where you'd get a half of Joe Louis, because these things are pretty big, you know? Like, I took 2 manly bites, and now it looks like somebody's butt, somebody sat in there. But, yeah. So I give the Joe Louis, I'll give them a thumbs up. Still pretty good, man. Still pretty solid. That means I only have one thing left on my try it list, which is still a mystery. Jorthax, is this the diabetes stream? No, because diabetes doesn't take your life away fast enough, you see. I need something quicker to escape Adam Daly. Like, this is going to be a rope stream. Why are the historian's feet dangling on the screen, Daddy? Oh, he's doing pull-ups. He's not moving. I don't know. I see that one foot twitching a little. Adam Daly says, little do you all know I'm Purple's secret account that he controls to get you to spend money. Can you imagine? It's like, how's he even doing it? It's like, I'm down here typing with my feet. It's like, if you think my fingering skills are fast, wait until you see my towing skills. Ask your mama. I tow her up last night. Oh, yeah. Your mama likes 2 big toes in her butt, and she wants me to pull my feet apart and then drop quarters into her butthole. Oh. Juglum, you've never seen these fancy snacks? Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, buddy, because I thought it would be fun. I picked up some other stuff too, but like Kit Kat, Reese Peanut Butter Cups, you guys know what those are. I've had those plenty, so they don't really count as like a try it stream. It would just be watch a fat man eat a chocolate bar. Right? Because I went on a run today and picked up a bunch of junk. Some nice little apple pastry so I could have a cup of tea and an apple pastry while I watched an episode of The Expanse. It was pretty good. Kenzie says Carly is Adam Daly. That's how she knew where the name tag was. Oh, yeah, this is like the only time I can smack talk Carly. All right, time to charge up my headphones. Daly, the only gift you can give me is you having an aneurysm, bro. A fucking, an embolism in your brain, like Elvis style. Why don't you go blow a blood vessel in your brain trying to take a dump, Daly? Why don't you do that? You suck dicks on the your last name. Oh, for the people who aren't that smart, that's me saying Adam sucks dicks on the Daily. That's his middle name. Sucks dicks on the... His middle name is dumb. Adam is dumb, Daly. Oh, dumb diddy, dumb Daly, dumb. Oh, I forgot how much I enjoy telling you to get fucked, you clownish goon. It's crazy because you've been a member for like 1,000,000 years too. Actually, Marcus, I don't know what you mean. I don't. There can't be peace in Adam Daly's household. He's the only one there. There's only it's only Adam Daly and the ghost of sad old hookers that he's killed, because Adam Daly only has the upper body strength to kill 90-year-old toothless hookers. He's surrounded by toothless hooker ghosts. Oh. Nathan, yeah, of course Daly's getting all the free insults today, because he's fucking never around anymore. He is inconstant. All right? So, if there's somebody you really like punching, you got to punch him the one day that he shows up. He only shows up like once every few years. He goes away long enough to make me forget that he's just basically the equivalent of a fucking boil on your ass. And then he just shows up out of nowhere all full of fucking goo and pus. And you're just like, oh, we got to lance him. Comics, is MTGO better than Arena? That depends. MTGO isn't as flashy, but it has more of the cards. Arena you can play for free. MTGO you can't. But MTGO is like closer to actual Magic experience in terms of drafts and in a lot of ways. So it's not automatically better. It's better for some people and worse for others. What up, Nishimoto? How you doing? He says they're not always toothless. Sometimes they have one or two hanging in there. RNG, how do I know you're THG, the toothless hooker ghost? Because I got psychic powers, man. Stormtrooper, that's right, dropping the anti-daily face. Well done, buddy. Dominic, you made all the stores near you mad by announcing a weekly Magic 1K tournament for $25 with full payout at 8 players. All right. Well, have fun sleeping. They're going to show up with fucking bars of soap in pillowcases. You're going to get Full Metal Jacketed. Well, bam, well, bam, well, bam. Daily Arena has cube as well. So that's not automatically just an MTGO thing. Jess, you've never been with a whore because you'd never pay to disappoint someone. Well, I think that's why you pay them, so they won't act disappointed. Isn't that the plan? Isn't that the plan? How does Arena not have voice chat? Are you new to the internet? Do you not know? Why would Arena have voice chat? Oh my god. Imagine sitting down to play Arena and then somebody's like, hey, I fucked your mom, like I'm gonna fuck you tonight with the cardboard. Oh, you fuck you, Scott! Like, are you fucking kidding me? I would disable Arena entirely. I don't want to voice chat with a bunch of salty fucking loser clowns going, I want to be you with this. Shut up, moron. Like, there's a good reason it doesn't have voice chat. You want to have voice chat with your friends, do it through fucking Discord or a phone call or something else. Because, like, for real, Arena is a game from Wizards of the Coast, which is owned by Hasbro, which they purport is for children, even though Magic's 13 plus. So yeah, people act like complete dickheads in online chats, man. Yeah, that's true. Adam Daly's right. Too many N-bombs. 100%. Nathan, it's a cube, not the cube. That's true. That is true. MTG voice chat is bad enough in person. Dominic gets it. He knows. What up, Doomblade? How you doing, buddy? You doing good? You blading your doom hole well? Nathan, are you feeling left out, you fucking ugly grundle licker? Did I make you feel bad that I insulted Daly too much and you haven't gotten any, you fucking raccoon bunghole twizzler? You're a man who likes to shove licorice into raccoons' butts, and your family needs to get you counseling. Do you feel better now? Do you feel better now, you fucking chungus? Your wife doesn't love you, but she's given up on doing better in life. So tell your wife that I feel sorry for her and that she can do better. Tell her that just because you're in like the sunset of your life doesn't mean that you have to accept your circumstances. There's always time to do better. Heavy Metal, what's up, buddy? Adam Daly says, it's funny you think you're insulting me. It's not an insult when it's true. Well, it still makes the other kids jealous, so daddy's got to spread his attention around, right? Heavy Metal, you missed all the fighting. You missed all the fighting. It's some of your favorite fractious nonsense. Also, you were mentioned because of the pickling. Poker Joe's good. Get the fuck out. Get out. If you were here because you thought that I like to insert Twizzlers into raccoon butts, I don't even like Twizzlers. Anybody who eats red licorice has fucking brain damage. Black licorice is the only kind. That's the only kind. You eat red licorice, that's the proof that you need to be fucking fired into space without a spacesuit, right? Nobody needs the genetics that say red licorice tastes good going forward. So anybody in here who likes red licorice, fucking reevaluate your life choices. You're wrong, and there's no way to be right. Nathan, you're trying to talk her into retiring to do a better job of looking after her. Tell her I give her permission to get 2 more jobs. One with each hand. Oh, milking cows, by the way, because I respect your wife. This is not 2 dicks. This is your wife being a powerhouse at the farm and milking 2 cows at once, bro. You should try root beer licorice. I've never heard of that, Doomblade. I've never heard of it. Nishimoto, I've never had red vines. Is that the like really thin licorice? They had that here, but I don't think it was called red vines. I remember loving the super long strand licorice because you could just bite off either end and use it as an ultra straw. Ultra straw. Red licorice isn't licorice, it's red candy. There you go. There you go. Millmaster, you're really just fucking do it, bro. Clearly you want to eat a pickle that's been shoved up your ass. Like, you have brought this up like a dozen times. Just fucking do it. If your wife was gonna leave you, she would have already. Live your dream. Cram a pickle up your ass, waddle across the room, and then eat the fucking pickle and go, I did it! I'm in my own frat, and then we can move the fuck on. You keep saying that. Just fucking do it already. What up, Devo? How's it going, bro? Oh, Daly doesn't respect your wife, Nathan. Well, Daly, that's rude. That is downright rude. Jess, you want to try raw milk right out of the bucket after a milking? I bet you want to try raw milk right after a milking. You type milking out onto the internet, and guess what, buddy? It's going to be milking the prostate, and I bet you do want that. Can I get the fresh milk in my mouth like the warm slurm from Futurama? Straight from the slug tip? Doomblade, yeah, I can figure that part out. When you say root beer licorice, I mean, presumably, that's the fucking flavor. I didn't think it was some, like, oh, look, it switches between being fucking liquid and hard, right? Millmaster, I don't even know what the fuck okra is. Whatever it is, cram it up your ass, then cram it in your mouth. Live your dream. Live your dream. That's right, Jess. You can't predict me. I'm unpredictable. I mean, sometimes you can predict it a bit. But you can't predict this! You didn't predict it. There you go. This is the other thing I got to try. Vanilla wafers. Them wafers. This will be the final item that we try this evening. Oh, Nathan says, thanks for the pickling, Heavy Metal. He's going to go back and watch it later. Prepare to be amused and then sad. That's the way it's been described by multiple people. It's like I was having fun at first and then I wasn't. I did a really good job of opening this package. I remember I remember tearing into these and like just the plastic would rip and you just in terms of actually stopping the things from going stale, ain't happening. But I did a real good job of working the opening. Just like I worked your mama's opening. And unfortunately, a wafer came out of there too. All right. Doesn't have... Why am I holding... I was supposed to hold it up to the microphone. There we go. Nishimoto, I'm not on a sugar high. Like, I've had cheese and crackers, cheese crackers, one maple cookie, 2 bites of a Joe Louis. You've been here for streams where I was drinking Barks the entire time. You've seen me on a bunch of sugar. So I think really what you do is you just shorten it down to Hatch is amazing. I'm just amazing. That's it. Just straight up. Just straight up. Dominic, you dumb bastard. People eat candy because it tastes good. There's a reason, you fucking clown. You know how, like, there's a reason that you cry at night because you're a fucking loser and nobody likes you? There's a reason for everything. People eat candy and stuff like that because it's delicious, you stupid fucking dickhead. This is good. Nishimoto, humility is for people who fucking suck. That's the reality. Why would I be humble when I'm so fucking amazing? What am I supposed to do? Efface myself for the dullards of the fucking internet? Oh, please don't feel worse about yourself by comparing yourself to me. No, fuck you. Compare yourself to me and feel bad. You should. I'm awesome. That's how it works. The fucking genetic lottery is random. You lost. I fucking won. Choke on it. That's the reality. That's the reality. Dominic, you fucking idiot. What do you think? You think being Lord of the Board means you fucking are immune to insults? You fucking crybaby bitch. If I didn't insult you, you'd be acting like Nathan and going, well, he's getting the insults. What about me? Fuck you, Dorothy. Don't go to the fucking dance and then complain that people are fucking dancing with you, you stupid hoe. You know where you are. You know where you are. You got a fucking attitude, super chat. Please don't say mean things to me because of my self-esteem. I hope somebody knocks you off the board, you stupid fucking dickhead. I'm gonna go get some more water. And it's fucking intermission time. Somebody tell Dominic to get the fuck off the board. Right? Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. All right, I'm back. I have returned. Hey, what up, Clayton? You gotta reorient your priorities, buddy. You're worrying about plumping when you should be worried about deploying the anti-daily face. Jess, you wonder how long it would take for everyone to leave if I never came back and left this on? I imagine a bunch of people would leave, but some people would stick it out for the long haul. I know for a fact that people stuck around for the 2-hour waiting live stream I did on the 1 April Fools, where it's literally a 2-hour video that I recorded ahead of time of a stream getting ready to start with occasional little and stuff like that. So people are like, wait, did I hear him in the background kind of thing? So people stuck around for the entire 2 hours of that waiting for me to show up. And then I showed up when there was 20, 30 seconds left before the stream would end and went, hey guys, how's it going? Hello. Oh, look, it's time to go. And then it just ended. What up, Synthetic? How you doing? Nathan, you're probably right. Daly probably has not seen the hen splash screens. He has been gone for a considerable amount of time. For a long while, man. Pogo Chosen, you want to sample the intermission song and make a remix? Go for it. Knock yourself out. Have some fun with it. Have some fun with it. You wouldn't be the first to take some random thing that I've done and done something along those lines. So enjoy yourself. Well, I tried all the things that I had to try. Overall, most of it turned out to be pretty good. That's nice. That's nice. Let me see here. So you and you. That. I think they might be done with the Marvel card thing because I picked the stuff up today and I should have gotten a pack of Marvel cards, but it looks like they didn't have any left at the register. Just why does he have a picture with a red line and circle over it? Because that's the anti-daily emoticon, bro. That's anti-dailiness. What did he do? He exists. Him existing is enough of a crime against humanity, right? Thompson, how was my day? Not too bad. How have you been having fun pretending to be you and Marcus? You enjoying pretending to be two people? Hey, Synthetic, gifted 5 memberships. Nicely done. Goat, Jojo, DB, Zombie, and Brian have been given shields, and they too can show their disdain for Adam Daly. That is the key benefit of a membership to this channel, is you get to be part of the anti-daily brigade, and you get to let them know what's for. All right? And that is something from the very, very, very earliest days of the channel. The anti-daily stuff is from the very, very beginning. Synthetic, you're going to bed? All right, buddy, have a great night. Thanks for swinging by and sharing the membership love. DB's already, yeah, woohoo, yeah, membership. He's a real person in Texas. Oh, well, the dongs at night are big and bright, deep in the mouths of Texas, right? You always tell him about the streams, and he joined tonight for the first time. And then the next time he sees you, he's gonna be like, bro, this is what you fucking spend your time on? I thought you were an educated man. I thought you liked to go to fancy fucking frou-frou far-flung locations where it's like, look, part of a little spear tip from an ancient empire. I'm going to write a dissertation on it. And this is what you fucking do? You go to this stream where he's just yelling at people? Saying I don't exist? What's this bullshit? Yeah, you know what? It's fun, man. It's fun. Just the randomness that we're doing. The whole, hey, we're going to talk about Run Lola Run and eat some random snacks. That's all right. Did I talk about Constantine? Because I thought Keanu Reeves wasn't going to do a very good job as Constantine. And it turns out he did a pretty good job. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't like an amazing movie, but it was better than I thought it was going to be. It was entertaining, right? So, what is the name of the actress who played Gabriel in that? I always forget her name, but she's a pretty gifted actress. She was also in Snowpiercer and a number of other things. What the hell is her name? Jess, you liked Constantine? It's entertaining. Nathan, apparently it's a role he'd like to revisit. I'd be all right with seeing a new one. I'd be all right with seeing where that goes, you know? Ultimately, I found it to be enjoyable. You know, Constantine wasn't, I don't know, he wasn't quite the same as he was in the comics, but That's it. Tilda Swinton. I can never remember. Probably because part of it is her name is so wonky. Tilda, what a weird name, but she's great. She is a great actress. Was she Doctor Strange's mentor as well in the first Doctor Strange? I think she was. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen her in a role where it's like, she's no good. She's garbage, you know? Yeah, whatever. I'm going to continue on my movie watching kick. Me and Carly are working on that one movie video. It's going to take some time for it to come out, but it's going to be great. She's gone back and tweaked it out a little bit more. Made a couple little tiny little edits to it. Putting a lot of work into the goodness. Heavy Metal, you had to drive your buddy home? Well, that's nice of you. Keep him away from your parrots trying to chew up his magic cards. You remember her most from Narnia. She was in Narnia? She was the gold lady that laughed at Taserface. Wait, why do I know the name Taserface? Gianna, what's that from? What's that from? I remember almost nothing from like the newest Narnia movie. I know the story of Narnia, but like I don't remember much. Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, the gold lady. Yeah, the race of gold people. Where that one fun character comes from. Guy who's got that pet dog or whatever. Where at first you're kind of like about him, but then he grows on you. You're like, this guy's all right. All right, Corners, see you later, buddy. She was the White Witch? Okay. All right. Yeah, Narnia made no impression on me. Like none. Like a zero impression. I liked this whole like trying a bunch of different random things. Before I had the rule, Carly's like, you make too many rules for yourself. Before I had the rule of like, I should pick things that might be good or might be terrible, or things that are more likely to be terrible but have a small chance of being good, and then people can enjoy me just not having good time with it. But if I can just enjoy myself with some random new things, or I'm gonna do that more often, because this was like a million times better than that pickle nonsense for sure. Yeah, I've been all about stories lately. Like movies, I've been watching movies. I've been watching The Expanse and checking out the Malazan novel action. So, and I'm also reading that one book that I got about Warlord the card game. Um, that one's sitting in the bathroom. I think Carly's reading it too, so I left it in there. But yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm mostly just engaging with different stories because I love stories. It's so much fun. You know, I've got a vivid imagination, so I enjoy things that feed it. The sci-fi nature of Expanse has been pretty solid overall. The second season is definitely going in a different direction than the first season, but I'm mostly liking it. I find like the Martian space marines to be a little bit like the one chick who's supposed to lead them or whatever. She's meant to be a tough guy, but she didn't really sell it. So to me it rings hollow. Nathan, I didn't pick the pickle. It was a mystery bag find. I picked the mystery bag, so I did in a way. But you're right. I would never pick one of those pickles off the shelf. Absolutely. DeVoe Expanse was one of your favorite shows of the past decade. It's pretty good overall. Like, I like the whole. Each character feels like a real character. You know, they have their own motivations. They have their own particular reactions to different scenarios. The fact that the one chick is into the main leader guy, but then you got this other guy who follows her who's very clearly into her, and at one point he's going to tell her that he loves her, but doesn't, and all this stuff, and it just leads to interesting dynamics along with everything else that's going on. Like, they feel like fleshed out people and not still, like, there's so many characters in recent media that have felt stilted and empty, like two-dimensional, no depth, you know? Gianna, there was a Magic expansion that was called Power Lunch Surprise in playtesting. All right. That's random. DeVoe, the space fight sequences are pretty realistic compared to what we would expect. The space fighting doesn't seem too grandiose and over the top. They clearly do that inserting a bunch of noise that you wouldn't hear out in space kind of thing, like outside of it. But, yeah, if they didn't have space battle noises, it would be way less exciting. Nathan, you struggled briefly with the actor change at the start of the second season. The politician's husband or whatever. They changed her husband? I didn't even notice. I did not even notice, honestly. I thought it was the same guy. For real. Her husband made no impact on me. He had no impact on the story or the show in any real way, right? So I did not even notice that she had a different husband, because she's the main character and he's, well, main-ish character, right? She's not as relevant as the actual space crew, but she obviously has a big hand in what's going on, and she has some real impact on the story. That's funny. That's funny. Jess, I haven't had any in like, I don't know, 8-9 years, I think. I picked a little bit up, but never actually had any of it because I don't know, just kind of like meh, meh. That's how I feel currently about that. Carla's got a fun little skit that she wants to do for our Long Legs review. The triple horror movie. Actually, it's perfect timing because Halloween is creeping up. So having a 3 horror movie video is well suited to that. It's funny though because it's a gigantic undertaking. I remember suggesting, why don't we just do one video at a time? But she had an idea of what she wanted to do, and I said, okay, cool, let's do it. We'll roll with it. And it's been working out, but it's also gigantic. And she's like, maybe we'd be better off just doing like 1 or 2. And I'm like, sounds good to me. So we're gonna do more reviews together. It's fun, and she does fun little editing. Heavy Metal just says I. All right, I alone. Nathan, speaking of stories, started reading Fiona Variette. No, it's literally like right here. So it's sitting out. I picked it up and like kind of leafed through it like this for a second, but I haven't actually started the book itself. You know how it is. It's waiting for the right moment. Heavy Mel, you wish you could play the sound when Mario gets a mushroom? Why don't you record it and put it on your phone? Also, that's vague. There's different kinds of mushrooms, right? One that makes them large and one that gives you an extra life. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, ain't that the way it goes, Nathan? And you know what, though? It's good. It's good to have a pile of books waiting to be read. It's nice. The joy of anticipation, right? There's something to it. It's nice to know you're going to get to enjoy something in the future. So having them sitting around, like waiting for you, I'm down with that. I'm good with that. Must be all those lice making my head itch. I've got lice! And I shake them onto people's children when I'm walking by. I go like this. You get lice in your hair, kid. Have fun spreading that around at school. Every kid gets lice. Like all of them. One gets them, they all get it. Because kids are dirty. It's crazy. The number of times that there were lice issues in like grade school, and then you get older and it's just not a thing anymore. You know? Didn't happen in fucking junior high and high school, but in grade school, kept happening, man. Jess, I don't know, man. Sky's the limit when it comes to putting a chip in your brain, all the different things that they can tweak and make you think and make you feel. I don't know. That shit freaks me out. I don't like the idea of having technology embedded in my brain or whatever, you know? That is freaky. Like, if people can program your brain to do things, then it's like, oh, great. So you can just kind of take over my brain now. Awesome. Amazon has shut down your ability to use your brain due to a terms of service violation. What? Yeah, we found a thought we didn't like in your head. So we've shut down your ability to use your brain, and now you're just going to lay there comatose. What? Yeah, there's no ability to appeal. The techno future nightmare. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe when I'm old as hell and my brain don't work no more, and they're like, we can put a chip in here and your brain will work right. I'll be like, the whole thing's fucked anyway, so who cares what you do? Do your worst. Heavy Metal, they can see when you watch the pirated video. We're shutting down your brain link Because you watched an old episode of Hawaii Five-O. Ba 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 band. Yeah. The future is going to be crazy. Humans with like chips embedded in them and stuff. All of it. All of it. That stuff is freaky, bro. That is freaky. I wonder if it's going to rain again today. It rained earlier, but normally when it's raining, the sky is really dark, right? And the rain's coming down. It was really light out, and the rain was super intense, but super brief as well. It's crazy. It like soaked the streets, but then anything that was directly under a tree just had gigantic dry patches. If it rains long enough, it tends to get wet everywhere, right? It's interesting. I really like the rain. I find it quite enjoyable. It's probably charged now. Man, I like having Bluetooth headphones. At first, I thought I wouldn't really care for it that much because I felt like they'd be easy to lose. But I have yet to lose a single earbud for any of the wireless headphones that I've gotten. And the noise cancellation and stuff that comes along with the Pixel buds that I have is fantastic. It removes so much background noise, and I can just it's awesome to me that I can just hook this up to the computer. Like the one computer that me and Carly watch shows on, if she's beside it on her computer editing videos and I don't want to disturb her, I can just pop these in and then I can hear what's going on with the show even if I wander into another room. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, Jess, yep. They could totally, like, once they chip up your brain and stuff, why wouldn't they be able to do effects like Google Glass and all of that? I'm surprised with stuff like The Expanse that more people don't have a bunch of technology embedded into them. I mean, there's dudes with, like, cyber eyes they can record with and stuff, but there's not many of them, you know? It feels like people are way less high-tech than they would be at that point. But I don't know what kind of actual pace that stuff goes at. Heavy metal, you want the sound for the shroom that makes you bigger. All right. Zombie Thing says, thank you for the gifted sub and good evening. Well, on behalf of Synthetic Evil, the one who gave it to you, you're welcome. Man. Can you guys hear the wind? Can you hear that? Is that the rain too? Sometimes rain and wind sound very similar. Oh, it's just the wind. It's just the wind. The temperature has taken a big tumble, man. It is way cooler than it used to be. Jess, you want dream recorders? Well, go watch the movie Strawberry Mansion. They have dream recorders in that. In fact, you have to legally record all your dreams and submit them to the government so the government can tax you based on what you dream. So whatever the financial value of what you dream, you have to pay taxes based on that. So like the one person dreams about a buffalo and they assess it as a $5,000 value, which means you have to pay 25 cents in taxes for having dreamt of a buffalo. The idea of the government taxing your dreams is such an amazing concept for a movie. It's really disappointing that Strawberry Mansion kind of dropped the ball with the concept. Nathan, it was 32 where you are today? Wow. Wow, it was cold where we are. Like, Carly wore gloves when we went out. And I was colder than I thought I was going to be. It's like, I threw a little thin jacket on over this, thinking, oh, it'll be fine. And then when we got out there, I'm like, ooh, this is colder than I thought. So we just walked over to the Tim Hortons so Carly could get a French vanilla. And then that was about it. It's like, okay, time to get out of this cold, bro. I'm all right with the heat being done. I'm all right with the hot summer ending. I don't need it. I don't need that heat, you know? It's way easier to just throw on extra layers and be warm. I wonder if there's more time loop movies that I don't know about. There probably is. There's all kinds of movies I don't know about. I'm gonna throw you. Don't need to save this. This can go in the trash. Zombie thing, I don't know, bro. I don't know how they would rate that. They honestly didn't get nearly enough into the dream taxation thing because the movie has too many different concepts that it's trying to work with, you know? Heavy Metal, you having a fucking stroke or something? Do you almond chicken and fried? Are you okay? What is going on? Yeah, I like the cold. It's way easier if you wanna exercise. If you want to exercise, you know, like you're moving around and heating up, it being cold out is way better than it being hot. Is rice bad for a bird? I have no idea. I don't know. I ain't no bird doctor. Not anymore. You gotta ask fucking Google. Are you having a seizure or something? I don't know what animals can eat. When it comes to birds, I'm like, just give it some bread, man. Give it some bread or give it some bird seed. Seems like the most simple choices to me. What's up here? Okay. He took over your food, you're fighting a bird? Well, if you lose to a bird that small, you deserve to be denied the calories, right? That's the reality of it. If you can't fight that bird and win, you don't deserve to eat. Look at how many extras I have from the Marvel card game, bro. I'm disappointed that I didn't get a pack of the cards today. The bird liked the breading of the almond chicken. Well, good breading's good breading, right? Just getting killed by a bird, chances are low but never zero. Tell that to the people in Birdemic, where the birds were just exploding. Oh, save the environment. The birds are going to blow up and get you. What? What? That don't make no sense. Zombie, yeah, don't ever listen to wizards when they say something's almost out. You get an email, it's almost out, and you go and buy one. 7 days later, it's still there. Wizards is always trying to keep you afraid. Hey, here's the shiny new thing. Oh, it's gone. Oh, go chase it. Oh my God, it's gone. Also, here we got another one. Ah! Like, they got a million things going at once. And if what they're selling doesn't sell out instantly, it seems to be around for a long time. And the Festival in a Boxes, they have a ton of. It's a way of getting rid of some old collector boosters they have kicking around as well. Not gonna lie, it'd be cool to get a box of mystery boosters too. I do like stuff like that. So, you know, Festival in a Box seems fun for that reason. The collector boosters are an alright thing, but the Festival in a Box doesn't really feel like a deal purchase, you know? It's something, if everything in it is worth it for you, then buy it, but like, it doesn't feel like you're getting a good price on it, you know? Heavy Metal, you pre-ordered Festival in a Box? Nice. Zircon, what are the words they used when they canceled the Magic 30 sale? No longer available for sale. They didn't say it was sold out. They just said, no longer available. Nathan says the site currently says 51 days left and doesn't mention low stock anymore. Jess, would I ever move to a house? Yeah, if I was like loaded and could afford a house and all the expenses that go with it, sure, you know? But like houses are very expensive. And I don't think that I would ever have the money to buy a house, you know? It doesn't seem likely. I imagine that I'm going to be a renter in perpetuity. Well, I guess not forever because I will end one day. But yeah, for the rest of my existence, I don't ever see that happening. But it's not like I'm anti-house. You gotta live within your means, right? So Nathan feels full price, especially when MasterCard converts your Canadian dollars to USD and charges you a conversion fee too, right? Those foreign transaction fees were on top of the exchange rate. You also get hit with an extra fee. Sean, you feel like we're overdue for another Miku secret lair? Give it like, I'd say 3 to 4 weeks because we've got a fall Miku drop coming and we're almost in fall. So Wizards doesn't always 100% go by the time of their drops, right? Like they did the Equinox drop when the eclipse was happening because maybe they don't know the difference. But yeah, I expect within the next 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, I feel you, Jess. Not having to do yard work is sweet living in an apartment, but there are downsides, like having to walk up a bunch of stairs, depending on where you live. If they don't have an elevator or whatever, you know, or if you're just on the lower floor, you don't have to worry about it. Zombie, well, I'm glad that it turned out for you that buying a house was cheaper. It wouldn't be here. It would not be here. Right? Especially since you'd need like a fat bank loan to make it happen, and ain't no bank gonna loan me no money. Right? So, I was like, what's your job? I'm an internet guy who yells at people in live streams and makes videos about card games. And they'd be like, oh, denied. You basically have no employment in our eyes. They want you to be working some 5-star job at a well-known company making a lot of bank, bro. But sorry, when houses are fucking $500,000 or more, right? $500,000 will get you some place that isn't even good. Like it's so unfeasible. It's definitely not you just haven't looked at the numbers. Yeah, no, that's not the case. That's not the case. Zircon, that's why you have a condo. A condo's kind of like having an apartment. You still got to pay, like, no matter what, you got to pay, right? If you got a house, they get you with property taxes. You got a condo, then you got your condo fees. And if the building is mismanaged horribly and whatever, then they can actually, the people in charge make terrible decisions, then you can end up having to pay a whole bunch more money. And if you refuse to, they can just sell your home. You know, like all of it's crazy. Although I wish I had those problems. I wish that I owned a house or a condo and had to worry about things like that. Because obviously that's people who are doing better than me problems. Yeah, I mean, zombie getting a guaranteed loan to help you is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Heavy metal, you got one too? Well, good for you guys. Good for you. I'm not one of those people who gets bitter when people have access to things I don't. So good. I'm glad that at least some people have an easy path to things like that, right? So enjoy your homes. I'm just happy to have a roof over mine and Carly's head and not to be living beside a crazy person anymore, you know? My needs are pretty simple overall. As long as I can fuck around, hang out with you guys, talk some smack, have fun making videos and whatever, take care of my lady, I'm good. I'm good. I ain't gonna worry about it. I've lived in some pretty awful places, and I'm glad that I'm not currently in the most awful one. I like where we live now. It feels nice. You know, it's all good. It's not the fanciest and most impressive building in the world, but it's clean, and It's not run by crackheads, so that's good as well. It's got a number of nice issues. Nathan, that's true. Covers on the electrical outlets here. The floor isn't completely destroyed. Oh, man. Zombie thing, until recently you couldn't catch my streams. Yeah, well, I mean, I do them in the one particular time slot. So, I mean, aside from the random breakfast streams and stuff. So if you can't make that time slot, then yeah, you're not really going to be able to you're not going to really be able to watch them at the time they happen. They do get uploaded over to the stream archive, so they can be checked out later, but it's not exactly the same as showing up when it's going down, right? Heavy Metal, you got good Chinese food? Nice. Carly made a nice dinner. Nice pasta and cheese with some garlic bread. She's a good cook. I really enjoy the food that she makes. Like I get genuinely disappointed when I realize I have to make my own lunch and she's not gonna be around for it. I'm like, I guess it's a peanut butter sandwich. Some lazy crap. Oh, zombie thing! You heard that talking about the old lady and the old guy when we went to Niagara Falls in the tunnel and everything. That sucked. It didn't help that I was hungry and had no food, and it was just like, man, I really want to tell this lady to shut her fucking face, but I'm not going to because I don't want to make everybody else here uncomfortable. I was getting real close though, because she was. I have rarely seen anybody be that rude to their significant other in public. It was crazy. It was crazy. So yeah, I'm glad you found that story funny, because, I mean, getting some amusement out of it, that's the silver lining, because it was fucking awful. I felt sorry for that dude. Like, yeah, man, no wonder he's just, like, staying away from her. She was just miserable. Just miserable. Heavy Metal, you're going to class all next week. Well, make sure you got your erasers and your pencils. Get your big, fat, thick, like the red ones. Oh, man, I remember the gigantic pencil sharpener they had stuck to the wall at the front of the class. You go up to the front. Ground, ground, ground. That thing was heavy duty. You know, you have your own little personal, little weird, almost square-shaped pencil sharpener. Goes in the middle. It's almost shaped half like a peanut, right? But those things are crappy. Not like the big fuck-off, straight bolted to the wall, real deal ones. Doesn't even feel like it was in my life. You know? It was so long ago. I know that it happened, but it doesn't feel like it. Heavy Metal, you have one of those old school pencil sharpeners in your closet? Nice. I don't have too much use for a pencil sharpener anymore because I rarely use pencils. I almost exclusively use ink to write things down. Like, I got a million pens all over the place. Carly picked up some pencils. I have no idea what for, but they're kicking around in a pencil holder out there somewhere. It's an old house and has the hand grinding type from the 70s. Nothing wrong with the cool nostalgic include with the house when you picked it up. It's like, hey, we're moving. Should we take down this pencil sharpener? What the hell for? Nathan, you're in Edmonton this weekend. All right. Oh, you're going all over the place. Then you're going Calgary and then Edmonton again. They're bouncing you around, bro. Heavy Metal, you should trip people out, bring them on over and ask them if they want spiked peppermint sticks, and then take them into your closet and grind the tip down on peppermint sticks with your pencil grinder. Jess, what kind of dog would I get? It would be most likely a cockapoo, bro. It's a great breed. Friendly and happy. I saw an awesome dog like 3 days ago at the park. It was so happy and friendly. You know, those dogs where it's like you can tell, it's like, I really want to come say hello to you. Hello, hey, I'm happy to see that you exist, and I wish to come over and express that in person. And you're like, come here, buddy. Come here. We can totally be friends. I fucking love dogs. Cats are standoffish dickheads. But, like, the happy little bounding dogs that are just, yo, that's what I want. I want to have a happy little dog who's happy to see me and happy to see everybody. And you just got to rein in their enthusiasm. Like, no, come on, buddy. Come on, we got to go. They're just like, I want to go see the people. Dogs are great. Like the best pet you can have. Scorbageist, you recommend what kind of dog I should have? Well, I recommend you take your recommendation, write it down on a piece of paper, roll it up real tight, and then jam it up your ass. How about that? At no point when I was thinking about getting a dog did I think, I wonder what Scorpageist would tell me to get. I don't give a fuck what kind of dog you think I should have. Nathan, you got a 10-hour drive? Damn, you are going to see a big chunk of Alberta, bro. Zombie thing? Oh, you got wiener dogs? Nice. Habanero, you're walking your dog while listening, and as I was describing dogs, he's wagging his tail and wanted to go say hi to some randos. There you go. There you go. Dogs are nice. They're good times. You know what I heard the worst breed is? The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. It's definitely not something I just heard of right now, and I'm definitely not being a dick to Scorpageist. Heavy metal, you like wieners? That's what I heard. That's what I heard, buddy. And dogs? Yep, fair enough. You can like both. That's acceptable. That is allowed. Very random stream today. Random in the fact that I just decided to shove a movie and snacks together. Random in the Adam Daly sighting. Random in Dominic jumping from the top ropes to take the board from him. Well, bam! Thompson, you pretentious bastard. I have a basset hound I named after a medieval Serbian queen. Well, fuck you. I named my dog after a 2,000-year-old Persian war. Well, what do you think about that, la-di-da? Fucking lice, man. I can feel them burrowing into my brain. They're what makes me act crazy. That's what's going to be my excuse. When I'm taken to the police station and they play all these live streams for me and say, explain why you act like this. I'll be like, I got brain lice. Get them out! You also have a Swiss Mountain Dog? Oh, is that the kind that has the little fucking rescue, like, barrel of booze in the cartoons where it shows up and makes you a martini when you're frozen? Heavy metal, you're allergic to dogs. Oh, you know what? I am too. I have an allergy to dogs and cats, but there's a bunch of dogs that are hypoallergenic, like, for example, cockapoos. So you can get a breed. I mean, obviously, you already got birds, so you don't need one, but allergies don't stop you. No. He says, I get the lice removed from my brain, and then I mellow out and never say anything wild ever again. I just become completely boring. You think it's a Bernese Mountain Dog, but the Swiss Mountain Dog are similar, just shorter hair. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, my man. I'm gonna be a Tibetan monk. Like that movie Kundun. Oh shit, Nathan's telling you that you should eat your parrot now that it's stuffed with your delicious Chinese food. Now that it's ate that meal, you should cook it up. Some pineapple chicken balls. I do like chicken balls. They're pretty good. Depending on where you get them, right? They're not automatically a good thing if you get them from a really bad restaurant. But it's also pretty hard to mess up chicken balls. They're just battered chunks of chicken, right? With some sweet and sour sauce. I always like mine sauce on the side. I like my chicken balls to be crisp and crunchy. And I like to apply the sauce directly before eating it. I don't like my balls getting soggy before I put them in my mouth, you know? I'd prefer I don't want dry balls in my mouth, but I want to control when the balls go from being dry to not dry. So, directly before I put the balls in my mouth is the perfect time for dipping. Pineapple parrot balls. That sounds very exotic, you know? If the bird steals your food, you got to get your calories back somehow. How many calories are in a chunk of parrot? All right, computer, why are you being weird? What's going on here? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't look like it's affecting the stream, so who cares? Let it do whatever it wants in the background. Probably some new Microsoft crap. We added some more stuff in an install. Please love us now. Even though we're getting rid of stuff you really like Paint 3D. Why are they taking Paint 3D away? I don't understand it. Paint's not superior to Paint 3D, right? Are they making something better that I haven't heard of? Because I like Paint 3D. Yeah, Nathan, the stream does seem fine. It doesn't seem like there's any issues. It's just the computer acting weird in the background, but this computer is good enough that it doesn't matter. Me and Carly have the same computer. I got her the exact same one as me, and they're great for editing videos and exporting. She was really surprised. She's like, wow, I exported this video, and it's exporting twice as fast as I'd expect. And it's like, this computer must be good. Had the opportunity to get her one that was the same model as mine instead of her having to have one that wasn't quite as good. Most of the time, it doesn't work out that way. Nathan, it's not you're not the only comments that are showing. You've just apparently monopolized the conversation while everybody else has fallen into it's the brain lice. The brain lice. That's what was going on with my computer. It was spreading brain lice out through the internet. People are experiencing the joyous burrowing at this moment. All right, well, you know what? It's time for us to wrap it up. You know what I mean? Put a condom on. It's time to wrap it up. Thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. We will reconvene on the morrow. But for now, it's curtains of the watery variety.